Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bussy Banter. This will be the second last regular season Bussy Banter episode. Let's get right into the game. The Leafs lose 4-3 in overtime to the Ottawa Senators, who played their last game of the season. Good for them. Bunch of sickos. Obviously, it's what they've been going by. That's what they kind of ride by. Hurricanes are a bunch of jerks. Like Sens are a bunch of sickos. Let's talk about the game. Frederick Anderson makes his first start back. I thought he played okay. Kind of let a soft one in the second, but you can't do anything about it. The Leafs weren't really playing tonight. They didn't really have any pizzazz because they've already clinched the division. They've already clinched the playoffs. There's no need to go out there and play your hardest. It's not playoff hockey time. So, yeah, they lost. Matthews scored with like 2 minutes to go in regulation to send them to overtime, get them the extra point. Doesn't really matter at this point. But that's about it. I kind of want to quickly talk about what's going to happen in the playoffs because the regular season is almost done. Leafs play on Friday against the Winnipeg Jets in Winnipeg. That is the final game of the Leafs season. Canucks and Flames still got to play a few because they were missed because of COVID when the Canucks had a big outbreak. Leafs are going to play Montreal in the first round. What that series is going to come down to, I believe, is goaltending. And Jake Allen will probably start for Montreal because Carey Price. And here's me and a lot of the guys at my school we're on the fence. Well, not really on the fence, but everyone believes Jack Campbell should be started. I included believe Jack Campbell should start. He's been the better goaltender. He's been out of his mind 17-2 and 2, 17-3-2. You can't ask for a better game, right? You can't ask for a better record than that. Obviously, he can't be perfect, but he's been pretty close too. But Frederick Anderson, I believe, will get the start for game one. He is the guy, and tonight's loss, you can't blame it on him. Marner in the extra frame, like 5 seconds in, stupid ass back pass. Kachuk passed it over to, I believe it was Norris or Batherson. I think it was Norris. And he scored in Freddie. Freddie got a big piece of it, not enough. Stupid play by Marner. 11 and a half to do stupid ass plays like that. Doesn't matter. The point is, the Leafs got a point, and they got to focus. They got one more game. They're probably going to sit a bunch of people. Anderson will probably Campbell's supposed to start. Someone's supposed. I don't know who's going to start, but I think the Leafs, what they need to do is they need to really be concerned about this Montreal series. Don't focus on who they got to play after that. Edmonton and Winnipeg are probably going to go to 7 games, and they're going to beat each other up on that. So don't worry about that. The Leafs should realistically sweep the Canadiens. They won't. It'll probably go to 5 or 6 games, knowing Toronto. But they got to focus on Montreal. They're not a guaranteed win. They're not an easy guaranteed win. Montreal's gonna really put up a fight. The young guns and Jake Allen's gonna be a problem too, especially if he's able to play like he did in St. Louis so many years ago. Do I think Montreal's going to beat Toronto? Absolutely not. Not because I'm a Toronto fan, but because the teams are completely different. Toronto is destined is built to win the cup this year. I just think, and I'm going to talk about this more in my next podcast on Friday, or my next episode on Friday, when I talk more in depth about the playoffs and what I think is going to happen. I think that the Leafs are first off, they need to work on the power play. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. They got scored on shorthanded again tonight. Morgan Rielly got beat bad, and it was not. I don't want to say it wasn't fun, but it was. I wasn't even paying attention to half the game because I know this game doesn't mean anything to the Leafs. To the Sens, it meant everything. It's the final game of the season. It's against Toronto, the best team in the North, and it's a rival battle of Ontario. And the Sens, credit to them, they played well. They gave their fans a salute at the end. They went to center ice and raised their stick up. Obviously, there's no fans in the stands. But it was kind of a lackluster game, to be honest with you. I wasn't really paying attention too much to it. I watched all the goals and I watched all the play, but other than that, I was like half on my phone watching another game or half watching this, because the Leafs aren't going to focus on these games. There was no physicality. The penalties were stupid. There was a penalty every 20 seconds, and it was against both teams. So at least the refs were equally bad. Half of those penalties won't even get called in a week and a half when the playoffs start. But other than that, that's about it. The Leafs, they got to move on from these games because these games really don't mean anything to them at this point. Montreal, you got 4 games to beat Montreal, and then you got to worry about who's after that, because you can't be looking ahead oh wait, I wonder who's coming out of the other divisions. No, you got to be focused on, can we even come out of this one? And if the Leafs are able to play like they did a couple days ago and go back on that streak like they did, then they'll have no issues with Montreal at all. Shout out to Mike Langer, being a Habs fan. Good luck, and may the best team win. That's all I have for today. I'll see you guys again Friday, and we'll do a more in-depth about the playoffs and what I think is going to happen and what I believe is going to be the big factors. Thank you for joining. Like and subscribe. Please comment, share with as many people as you want. The more, the merrier. And yeah, take easy. And I'll see you guys next time on the Bussy Banter.